Hello and welcome to the last game against Triple Range Merge. So let's look at this kingdom. We don't have actions except for Necropolis. There's just the one gain and replace, no plus buy. It looks like you get the province quickly and then you use replace to control the province pile for a win, right? Sentinel, my eyes were on Sentinel. It is a very strong trasher. Out of allies, no less. So, okay, my thoughts are Sentinel, open, trash down. You buy silver into gold. You also have borrow in the kingdom to help you get to key price points as well. So this is what I was thinking of here going into the game here. I don't think there's time to build any Prince Wild Hunt thing. That is the other source of points. I think replace will get the job done much more quickly than that. So all right, we have 3-4. How do we open now? All right. Expedition is an idea to get to replace quickly. Sentinel is an idea. I didn't want to buy the Sentinel though. I would much rather have the Band of Misfits and have play that as a Sentinel because when I'm done, when I don't want to play a Sentinel, I can always play an Envoy and draw into my many treasures at that point, hopefully. So, okay, what I think is the best opening here is Silver and Band of Misfits. You borrow to get 5 for Band of Misfits, and then you play a Band of Misfits once, twice, maybe 3 times as Sentinel. Then it will function as an Envoy. Somewhere along the way, you pick up a replace, buy provinces, gain provinces, and pilot the end game. I get a different idea in my head. I see it, but I don't want to do it. You know, I don't want to do it. I want to do something a little more exotic. This seems very dry, the whole road is laid out before you. There's no imagination, if that makes sense. So my plan, and I think I could do it with Expedition, is to try to get an Envoy Prince and play with Replace as the only terminal in my deck. And try to control the piles like that. So that is my plan. I don't think is the best way to play the kingdom, telling you up front. I don't think so. What I described on my opening 3-4 silver Band of Misfits, Sentinel once, Sentinel twice, build up treasure, and then buy a replace, buy provinces. That is a solid, probably the best game plan. But I go for my opening to get to Prince. To get to Prince, I need a silver, and I'll get an Envoy on 4 here. Now they have 4-3, which is a little different. They do have to borrow now, which may impact their hand next turn. They may not get to 3. So they borrow now for the Band of Misfits. Yeah, we see it. We all know how to play this line, right? They get to 3 anyway, despite the borrow. And this is going to be what for them? A silver, I believe, or an expedition. I'm not sure. A silver, right? So I see my Envoy early. Good. That part is good. I miss Prince. Well, I didn't expect to get the Prince anyway, but I expected to get the replace here, and I do. And I will buy the replace. So there's the replace. So those are the 2 terminals I want in the deck here. Triple Range plays their Band of Misfits as a Sentinel. And they buy an Expedition. So they trash 2 cards out, they buy an Expedition here. I have 3. Terminal Collision is likely in this event, so to mitigate that, or to reduce the chance of that happening, I could borrow and buy something, even a silver. Or I could just embrace the hacks and buy an expedition, play the envoy, and that probably will get me to Prince. I didn't count carefully. I really should be counting carefully as a league, but I didn't. So Triple Range gets another double trash out here with the Band of Misfits played as Sentinel, and they borrow for a gold. So that's their first gold. Things are moving rather quickly. I do find the 8 that I expected to find here with the Envoy. So we'll buy the Prince. And this is unfortunate. This is real unfortunate. Not just because the prince comes without a target, or like a prince the necropolis, but come on, let's be real. But I can't even buy an expedition here. Another gold for triple range. So they're moving a little too quickly for me, really. And that's the Sentinel. The Sentinel does that, right? It trashes way too quickly. And then you could look at the top of your deck and then restructure things. So by turn 5, they have 2 gold in their deck, and they've trashed 4 cards out of it, and they have a Band of Misfits. So a little too fast for my taste there. I trashed the Overgrown Estate here. Maybe I get lucky and top deck the Envoy. It doesn't happen. So this prince has to relax for a shuffle here. Unfortunate, but I mean, my deck is full of junk, right? What do you expect? Alright, so back to triple range now. Mr. or whoever, double gold. And now they start playing this Band of Misfits as Envoy, and that's bad news for me because it means they're saying, I don't need to trash anymore, I have enough money in the deck, let's buy Province. So they're not stopping for a replace, which surprised me. I thought they would want a replace here, especially considering this Band of Misfits is flexible. There's Collision, you could always play it as Vagrant and then replace, or just play the Envoy anyway. But they say, no, I do not wish to play with replace. I think I'm fast enough to beat you. So they get up Province. Okay. So Vagrant into Envoy for me. Obviously the silver gets discarded. I still have money for gold though, so I buy my gold. Very good, very good. Alright, so they see their Envoy again. Not happy about that. I wish it would be at the bottom of the shuffle, but what to do. Alright, here I get rid of the Necropolis, top deck of Vagrant, buy an Expedition. Why did we do that? The Vagrant is top deck. Worst case scenario, maybe I have to Prince a Vagrant. I can't play with this Prince in my deck, right? My opponent is 2 provinces ahead. We need to start making movements. Ideally, with the Expedition, I'm able to see the Envoy and Prince the Envoy and start to play the game from here. Anyways, 3rd time in a row, this annoyed me that they saw this Band of Misfits at the top of the deck so often, because it not only do they see it early, but because it draws them through to the end of the shuffle, and then they have another chance to see it early. And slow down. People want to play the game. Stop buying provinces. Alright, we do find the Envoy. So I print the Envoy. Good. One shuffle too late, but look, whatever. That's fine. 5 here now is interesting. I decide to score because I felt pressure to score. Or maybe I don't score. Maybe I borrow for gold. I think I could borrow safely now with the Prince Envoy. So I borrow for the gold. I have 2 gold in the deck there. I want to have a target for replace. On a turn, ideally, I would like to be able to threaten, replace gold into province by province. So something like that. Something to that effect. Get 2 provinces out the pile. Alright, so again, is this Band of Misfits glued to the top of the shuffle? So Band of Misfits has Envoy. I think they get to... No, they miss province here, I believe. So the 2 gold is probably in the bottom 3 cards. They take a Journeyman instead, which is fine. More draw for them. Not Duchy. Envoy comes out here. I could just buy province, but I thought, okay, maybe I need to get some number of duchies to play this game. So I replace one of my silvers into a duchy. I could buy a duchy here. Instead, I opt to buy a gold. I would like to have a little bit more money in the deck and then go after provinces. I don't know if this is right or not. I do need to start making my replace junk triple range though. That is going to be very helpful to get back in this game if I am able to at all. Anyways, Journeyman comes out and draws them into money for province. They also skip their Band of Misfits, so I know this hand is not good for them. Alright, so Envoy comes out, I get my replace skip. That'll happen sometimes. I buy a province because I need to buy some provinces to win. I can't win this game on duchies. They miss here, right? They miss and they go for an expedition. So again, my replace gets skipped. To be honest, I didn't consider that when I was thinking about my Prince Envoy plan. Oh well. So I have 2 provinces now, 8 points adrift. Let's see what the expedition turn gives them. Journeyman skips a bunch of cards, notably not the Band of Misfits, so they either have it or they had it with the Journeyman. Importantly, they get the province. Now, 14 points adrift. What do we do from here? Well, there's only one thing to do. I'm able to find the replace, thankfully. This is going to be a double duchy turn with replacing our gold into duchy there. So now we are just 7 points adrift. I need them to miss province here. Do they miss it? Do they miss it? Band of Misfits as Envoy, discard gold. How much money do you have? That is not a lot of money. Okay, we're alive. They can't even borrow for duchy here. Alright, so now it depends on this top deck, which doesn't have any of my vagrants or replaces, and I don't see any of my vagrants or replaces of the Envoy, so that is sad, to say the least, but maybe we get one more turn. It seems unlikely, given that they only showed 3 copper and they bought an expedition there. So crucially, I missed the replace here. All I can do is buy duchy. I'm 1 point away from, well, not even a tie, never mind. All I could do is buy duchy and hope. Here are all my action cards, and this borrow actually gives them the extra leg to get to the end of the game here. I was unhappy with how that ended. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. The match finished 3-3, by the way, if you were not paying attention. I don't know, you tell me, is I feel the Sentinel is I know the Sentinel is better, but the play without replace surprised me. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.